Hello, hello, hello. Hey everybody, how's it going? Sorry about the late start a little bit. I apologize. Let me turn this down. I'm not feeling, actually, let me change this music real quick. I'm feeling jazz. How you doing today, Hunter? Hello stream. Today we're gonna be working on this static saucer, making it interact with the enemy, using it as a weapon, all that. Why? Okay, that sucks. Give me just a second here. I need to change the music here. Okay, I hope everybody's doing well. You guys should be able to hear me and the music as well. Okay, so for some reason this did not import with the right materials. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna delete all this, and then I'm gonna mess with the settings for the import. Hey everybody, I hope everybody's doing well. Today ain't no joke day. I get stuff done. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Yeah. So, skeletal mesh. Just reset this to defaults real quick. So animation, conversion scene from new materials. Create new materials. Import all. No. No. So let's see here. I mean, his character from Mixamo. I don't know why. Whiskin. I don't know why it's not giving me any materials for it. I normally do. Let me replace that, and then I just want to see what this does, so let me delete this real quick. And then I'm going to go to my desktop and grab this, bring it in here, and see if this changes anything. There we go. Okay. So I'm just gonna delete these, and then I have that now, and then I need to go back in here and just bring in this. Do not create material. Do not import textures. And everything else should be fine.
I rise and I wake and I gotta go get it. I make up my bed and it's straight to the digits. No cup of jokers, this is acidic. So I take a shot with the lemon and ginger. Look in the mirror like, yeah, I'm that. Look in the mirror like I'm fitted. Looking outside like the world is.
Okay, so we have our base enemy in here now. That's all well and good. The animation isn't in here though, so let me do this. Crash out, they some baby boys, I'm the man now. They was questioning, make them fans now. I'm the best in my league and that's hands down. Understand now, got plans now, got big dreams. Now that got big schemes since 16s, hot 16s. I started broke, then I fixed him. I been king, I been him. My bad, my whip clean. I been hot, that's benzene. You been not, that's cold stream. That's cold things, that's cold things. I'm motivated like. Let me delete this real quick and let me re-import this. Go to animation, import animations, and that should all be good. Well, I kind of want all my. Yeah, I need to change something about that actually. This needs to be, so let me delete this one more time, and then what I'm gonna do is go save all, bring this in. I'm gonna import animations, but this time we're gonna use the mixmoskeleton and import all. Should be the exact same. We shouldn't have any skeleton problems. Yep, everything ported in perfectly. So I don't want the walk animation, I just want from here on. So what I'm probably gonna do is duplicate this animation. So let me do first of all, I'm gonna shift save all. I'm just gonna make sure this works. And then, yep. Let me hit play. Am I the same height? I've been killing since some tours were static. Even before we in the basement and recorded magic. Who would have known they know my interesting. Name is South Africa. 15-hour flights I landed and perform these ballads. I don't think the heights are, or the height is correct. It could just be a short dude. Anyways, that works. We just need. Okay, so that works now, and we need to. Let me organize this a bit. Add a new folder, call it textures, and then let's go to meshes, And let's move these to the textures folder that I just made, and then move this to my materials folder, and then keep this in meshes, and then rename this one to trip forward mix mode, and then there we go, perfect. And we'll move this back to animations, and then let's rename this one as well. Just get rid of this back part.
So I guess it makes sense, I gotta pay for it. This game rough, try to deflate like a patriot, but never do I fade of it.
Yeah, we get rid of all this, and then come to the front and say PA underscore.
And we still on this yellow tape, bro.
So now we're all good. Hunter, if you're still here, what are you up to today, man? So let's delete this. Control save all. Is there gold at the end of the rainbow? Let's go to animations, and then the trip forward animation. Let's duplicate it, and then call this one short. Trip forward animation, or Mixamo, and then let's go in and trim this down. Let's first off lock root motion, and then we need a forward and a backwards animation. So we want here, do this frame by frame. So you place that foot there. About here, and then oops. One sec, I gotta restart, it crashed. I meant to delete the before that, not after that, so I know. Why you save beforehand. Okay. So let's open up that again. This is the short trip animation. Yep. Move. And then turn on lock. So I'm gonna bring that guy back in here. So let's go back to meshes, and then we're gonna do animation asset and do short to forward. So we do want him to go forward, so what I'm gonna do is turn that off, save, and then see what happens. So delete this guy again, and then I'm gonna go into my test enemy. If I can click it. There you go. Test enemy, and then we're gonna go to the mesh, and then we're gonna set it as base enemy, and we're gonna set it to use animation asset, and then we're gonna do short. I think I guess I don't need the second animation. I could just do start at a certain point, but I prefer this more. Let me just do that and save. Let's go to mesh, viewport. Oh, viewport. And then let's just change this back to blueprint real quick, and then put this guy down to like 91. Table. And oh yeah, point him forward as well. Turn him 90 degrees or negative 90. There we go. So that it looks like it's broken, but I think it's fine. So let's play the animation on him. Short trip animation. Yeah, he's not moving though. Yeah. Then the animation plays, but the root motion is broken. And that's to do with the root motion from Mixamo. So in order to fix this, I'm gonna go look at something real quick. Because I do have a Mixamo root motion converter in my Blender. I have a plugin, but let me just fix something real quick. Inverter. Okay. So we're going to go to, so let me just reset this and use animation blueprint, and then reset this as well. Compile, save all, and then we're going to go to Mixamo and turn my music on. And then the trip animation, I'm just going to delete both of these, and I'm going to go to Mixamo folder, then I'm going to go to my meshes, paste enemy, delete these, and then my materials and textures is fine. Meshes, we just want to re-import this mesh, so I'm going to do this separately. So I'm gonna delete this from this folder and this from this folder as well. And then go to my desktop, make sure this one's clear. I can share my dual screen. So go to the in folder. And the out folder, let me make sure I have one of those. Have that open. Go my in folder. So let's go back to here and then let's get rid of this. Let me reset the camera. Yeah, there. Hang on. Okay, that's strange. We're just gonna do T-pose, download. And then we're gonna call this skm underscore base enemy in the in folder. And then we're gonna look up trip again. Pretty sure it's this one. Let me reload this page. And then I changed anything about this, and then let's do 60. Let's do without skin, download. Trip underscore forward underscore maximum. Save that there. Then we need a backwards trip as well. I think this one's good. Yeah. Skin. And then download. And change it to B. And then mix around. And then save. Okay, so we'll have all those. And we need to go open up Blender. In Mixamo, this and this, and then in the in folder have that, and then in the out folder empty to batch convert. And then so let's go to our out folder. Reload it. So now we have these. So here I'm gonna drag this in and import. Set this to default. And then do not create material, do not import textures, and then import all. As a root bone, all these, okay. Then we're going to go to, and it has the right materials as well. Okay, so meshes here, drag in these animations. Yeah, they go on base enemy skeleton, import skeleton mesh. Animation. Don't import mesh. Just animation. Import all. Yeah, we have the same problem. With the animations at least. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to delete all these again. And delete these in the out folder. And go back to Blender. And then turn those back on. And then do another batch convert. Back to the out folder, refresh, and let's import this again. No skeleton, and then we're all. Excuse me. I think these are both still broken. No? Oh no, I fixed it. Okay, yeah. It's just those two. Those two things, and then we fixed it. Okay, we're good. Okay, cool. That's great. Okay, so I'll just have that separate. I do want my I want my other animations to have that same thing. I think it might just be, so if I do, I'm gonna delete these. I know these work now, but I'm going to delete them, and then I'm going to drag them in, and I'm going to use my Mixamo. Actually, I'm gonna cancel this, and then I'm gonna do this for, I'm gonna delete this again, and then, so we know that works for sure, but what I want to check is if I import this with the Mixamo skeleton that I have, will it still work properly? We could just delete this animation. So we just have this, and then bring in these animation files, select Mixamo, and then import. And these should work properly. If not, then I'll fix my other Mixamo animations off stream, because that would take a lot of time. How's everybody doing today? Good, I hope. Just importing animations right now. Let's see. Oop. Yeah, so it's that. So I think if I'm gonna do a thing real quick that I think would fix it. So these are good, we know that. So what I'm gonna do is move these two here. I'm gonna move this one here, and then I'm gonna move these two here, and then I'm gonna make a new folder, call it fixed. That's not right. Fixed, and then put these two in here, right? And then I need to go back to Mixamo, and then I'm gonna go to, yeah, get rid of this animation, and then go to characters and look up Y, look at Ybot. I'm going to download this into the in folder. I'm gonna delete these because I already have them. So, and then call this SKM Mixamo. Okay, and then we're gonna go back to Blender, and then let's make sure our out folder is empty, and this is that, and then go to Blender, go to, pull this down, dash convert, right, so we have the in file and the out file now. For this Ybot, I'm gonna go here and see if I can do this. There we go. So it re-imported the skeleton mesh. So now if I go here, and then I would go to, I need to import the trip animations. Give me 1 second. That does work, which is nice. And then we're gonna go to animations, and then we're gonna go to here, the fixed ones, grab these and drag these in here, and then go to Mixamo and import all. And these should work properly now. Okay, so yeah, that's something that I'll fix off stream then. If that was a quick fix, that would have been nice, but that's fine. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to, I'm just gonna delete those now. And then out. I'm gonna keep that in my out folder. Delete that one. And then we're gonna go in here, close Blender and Unreal Screen. And then we're gonna go back to Mixamo, and then bring in go to meshes, base enemy, bring in the base enemy FBX. Need animation, and then import all. And we're going to go here, and then here, edit this one. You say base enemy SK. There we go. And then animation fix, and then we're gonna grab these, and yep, animation import all. This is the last thing, and then we can get to like coding stuff. Ah, then I mean turn that in my head. I turned that up in my headphones. It was really loud. I'm gonna go to animations really quick, and then I'm going to make a new folder and call it fixed. And then I'm gonna go back to my message here, put that in fixed, and then let's open this up. Now we hit root motion, it actually works properly how it's supposed to. So if we go in here, go down here to the drop down, do base, and then we put in a animation asset, and then we do trip forward, and then we hit compile, and then we hit play. This might be due to the method that we're playing the asset. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't enable root motion. That's my bad. Didn't enable root motion on this one. Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, this should move the, yeah. Mixamo animations. I'm gonna go to Mixamo, make a new folder, call it animation. And then I'm just gonna go in here and make a simple animation blueprint for this. ABP underscore base enemy. Enemy underscore Mixamo. I'm gonna get a default. What? And then we're going to get a and a state, call it idle. And for now, I'm just gonna hit compile. And then in the class settings, we're going to root motion from everything. We're gonna hit compile. And then we're gonna go to the event graph. Oh. And at the end of event begin play, we're going to get the mesh, play a montage, play montage. So let's go back to our animation. Let's do trip forward, create and a montage. That's fine for now. And then in the end asset, we're gonna do this one. And save all. And we're gonna see if this works. I forgot to, that's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. I forgot to slot in the animation blueprint here. Wow. There we go. This is exactly what we wanted. And it's all working great. It's all working perfectly as designed. So now we need to, now that we have this, we need to basically, so I'm gonna go back into enemy and I'm gonna delete this. So we have the trip animations set up and they work properly, which is nice. So now what we need is a way for the enemy to detect whether it's coming in front of them, the saucer is coming in front of them, or behind them. So I'm going to add a box collision and call this one front F forward leg, forward leg collision. And then I'm gonna position this first and then I'll duplicate it later. But I want this, yeah, it could be attached to that. And then let's do that. Then move this down. And let's line it up with the feet. So let me go to right or front.
Since we was riding back on the scooter razors, had no stable footage since then. I've been an earthquaker. Brown sugar and cinnamon.
And then
I'm the greatest. I just settle for the synonyms.
Let's scale.
What's got it into him? I took a couple losses. I'm trying to win again and win again and win again. I ain't taking minimums. My destiny was written in.
Scale this way.
Coming with a different stand.
Move it.
Smelling like greatness and I spread every day. That's the latest.
Move it down a bit. I think that's good. So if we go back to perspective, we might scale it down a bit this way. Because this is gonna have, this capsule is the collision for the character itself. So what I'm gonna do is make sure this is in front of it. I'm gonna reset the scale, or this scale to back to 1. Actually, and then I'm gonna do left.
Everyone's the same, internet mutations. For all the weak, get the highest of the praises. Man, this messing with my patience.
And then let's scale this down. I need enough time to calculate, so this should be good. We'll just work with this for now. And then what I'm gonna do is duplicate this and call it backwards leg collision. And then what I'm gonna do is move this way. And then compile, save, and then both of these I'm gonna have them set to not hidden in game. Okay, yeah, so now we can see them here. Oh, what if it comes from the side though? I could just have one box in general, and then it's automatic. Get the direction from, like, basically draw a line
I've been killing since some tours were static. Even before we
So I need, hold on. And in that case, I need like,
they know my name is South
I need different animations.
15-hour flights, I land and then perform these ballads. Sparring sessions, but it's never padded. Woke up in Wonderland once I followed the white rabbit. I've been running for miles, it's hard to keep my balance.
Okay, so
If I'm ever challenged, baby, battle tested, but it's me who been my hardest foe. Confused with how I feel because it's hard to show. Grateful for my past, but got so far to go. My heart been on my sleeve, you watch me bleed, I got the scars to show. And we still on this yellow tape, bro. Is there gold at the end of the rainbow? Hey. And we still on this yellow tape, bro.
Suit trip, right?
Is there gold at the end of the rainbow? Some people change and now I'm not surprised. Wishful thoughts when you ignore the signs. You authentic with your circle, but a fraud in mine. You know you crossed the line.
See, what I might have to do is just have them turn in place. If I can't find an animation here, then I might just have them turn in place and trip that way.
But it's internalized. Different struggles in these troubled times. And like a year, I feel I double mine. You know I'm sorry, should have done you right.
Because what we have right now is this one, and then this one as well. So we have a forward and backward.
Nice to get away from it. So I guess it makes sense, I gotta pay for it. This game rough, try to deflate like a patriot, but never do I fade a bit. Give me your worst.
Okay, so let's go in here and change this. Let's go back in here, and then let's go to the event graph, and then I'm just gonna pull up line trace.
Is there gold at the end of the rainbow?
For line trace for objects.
Is there gold at the end of the rainbow?
And if I make this class an interactor, then I can use my interact code so they can share the reference whenever they collide. Object types, let me break result hit, and let me look at what we got here. Location, impact normal, hit in world space, impact point, trace start, trace end. We're looking for basically we would get the location. So I don't think we would need this at all. We would just get the location of the saucer and then the location of the enemy, and then get the look at direction, and if the and then compare it like we do the VFX for the saucer when you get on top of it and everything. So at least for the static saucer, when we need to set up, so I'm going to go into the event graph. I'm gonna open this in a new tab, and I need to go to this interact and bring this. So this, I'm just gonna collapse all of these to a function, and then we're just gonna call this function interact. All right, because we already have the, let's call this player interact. Yeah. So now we have this function, and what we can do with this function is now we can put it in front of different actions. Because when you're above a saucer, it's not supposed to be let's go back to the abilities graph and then store up here, and then we'll grab input action underscore static saucer, which is B or R, I think I set it to. So when this is started, we're going to interact. Because I need to pull up my keybinds as well that I have. 1 second. design, there's design sheet, and then go to my controls. So for B, I have the tab function is deploy and the mount is hold. So this function right here checks if the player is currently interacting. If they aren't, then interact. If they are, then reset interact. And then I just need to add on to this. So this player interact, we get check the players interacting. They right, if they aren't, then they do interact. If they are, so then we need to check. We need to check before this, or let me think about this real quick. So when we are interacting, so I'm gonna go ongoing, and then I need a branch here. Because hold is to toggle mounting and dismounting, and then to drop the SS is double tap. So deploy SS is just a button. So if the SS is already in the world and we want to mount it, we need to hold down, which is ongoing. And the first thing we're going to check is elapsed time or elapsed seconds. This needs to be greater than, let's say 5 seconds or half a second for now. And then if this is true, then we need to check if we need to check if the SS slot, oh, this is the wrong one. Wait, oops. Let me do that. It's the wrong interact. My bad. Started. And then leave that there. Wow. We need to go to abilities. Let's move this over. And then go to abilities. This needs to be here. Place that there. Ongoing. True. So the elapsed seconds need to be greater than 0.5. And we need to check if held item slots, I think it's under grab. Hold on. References, yeah. And then we need to get a copy of 0. And then do this. And then with this copy, we need to see if it's valid or not. So is valid. So if this is valid, basically if the static slicer slot is valid, then do nothing. But if it's not valid, then interact. Yeah. And then the code will run through and this will play. So what I want to do now is I want to set up a thing to check the item slots. I'm not going to do UI, I'm just going to do print strings. So let me add some pins here. I'm only gonna have 2 slots actually, so well,
we was riding back on the scooter razors, had no stable footage since then. I've been an earthquaker. Brown sugar and cinnamon. Don't
let me
think that
just
I'm the
do
greatest,
this.
I just settle for the synonyms. Hey, they wonder what's got it into him. I took a couple losses, my nigga. I'm trying to win again and win again and win
So
again.
let's do
My destiny was written
this,
in. Coming with it,
and then this doesn't need to be here. You can delete.
smelling like greatness and I spread every
That's
day.
it.
That's the world been moving crazy all around me. I was hotter than my feelings, then you found me. I'm just too aware of my surroundings.
I don't know, delete, but this happens sometimes. File, save all.
All around me.
And let me just close this, and then let me go here and reopen it again.
My surroundings. I've been looking at the blessings I've been counting.
There we go. I don't know why that wasn't letting me delete it, but fine. So this needs to go here,
What you recommend? Have a couple drinks, go to sleep,
and then
everything I'm better than, but everything I'm used to. Sticking
let's drop this down to about there.
Looking for a new crew, looking for a new outlet that doesn't sacrifice.
So let's copy this,
Walking through it, hope I find a shawty that really listens and talk me through it. Oftentimes we end up smashing and loving lust. They asking for my heart,
and then the string I want to be this color.
Internet and mutations, while all the weak shit get the highest of the praises. Man, the shit is messing with my patience.
And then here, and then we'll call this SS.
I'm just too aware of my surroundings. Looking at the blessings I've been counting.
SS ref.
The world been moving crazy all around me. I was hiding in my feelings, then you found me.
And then we will
Just too aware of my
go
surroundings.
back to references,
Looking at the blessings I've been counting.
get held item slots. And then this would only be, just delete these. I would only have 2. Yeah, I would only have 2. And index 0 will always be the static saucer. So let's get a copy. And then with this copy, we'll put that there. And we put this here, just to condense this a bit more. And put that there, and then we can move. Well, actually, I think we need to move this down so that that can go across, and then we can move this all over right here, and then put this into then. And that should be good. Let's compile. Go save. That's always gonna print my SSRef right there. Okay, cool. And then we just need to test if this is gonna work properly. Yep. Okay, cool. So now we need to then go back to static and then go to our abilities. So if we hold down the button, well, actually, hold on. I want it to be a bit longer than that. Wait, I think I'm pressing F by, yeah. Okay. So okay, let's go check and see. Bring this over here, debug static, and share my screen. We can close that for now, and we'll leave that open. So right here, I might have not set up the, let me go back to the keybinds. Cause I had a crash, it might have not, yeah, it just didn't save the keybinds, that's all. Because I had a crash before stream started. Okay, now those are set up. Let's save that, close, or shift, save all, play. Now when we hold R, yep, interact perfectly fine, and that works. So we need a way to detect, we can do it in the overlap. So it's the same. So the interact feature, we also need to know if it's an SS or not. We'll worry about that later. Basically, let's set up this so that it works properly. So now that we have this is the mount feature. So I'm gonna comment this out and call it mount. That's all we need to do for mount. See, back in the day, my mount code would be like in here, and it would be all this entire thing, it'd be all that code. Not necessary at all. I could just have it condensed and really easy to go through. So this is our mount, and we'll make this darker purple. I think it's the same purple, actually. Make it this dark purple. Maybe lighter? Yeah, we'll make it lighter. Actually, let's make this lighter. And then keep that like that. Okay, cool. So we need to, actually, let's move this back down here, because now we need to check if this is valid, then we would need to send a signal to the SS and have it dismount, or have us dismount from the SS. But we need to lerp, set up the lerp location stuff, or the lerp rotation stuff first. So let's go to our DP tools, interfaces, interactables, and then we will go to static, send this as ref. I don't want to evolute this. This is fine. So I think the problem would be having the interact be the same. It is still interacting. The interaction is different though. Because what's happening right now is when we're interacting with an SS, it's going through the normal channel of the interact function, which is good because all interactables have interactable functions, like things that they do during the interact. So let me go back to abilities. We hold R. Yeah, we just need a separate function here. Let's go here, go to add function, and call this dismount. And then we don't need, this just needs to be, whoops, I'll put this under, oh, just do the drop down, then static. File, save, and then we can go back here to just compile this, save all, and then let's do dismount. Dismount message, and the target will be, I already have a reference to it here, so copy, paste, that'll be the target. That up there. So now we need to go to the interactable parent, or the SS parent. Let's go to actors, SS parent, actor, and then we need to set up this functionality. So the thing about my interact code right now is it clears the interactor reference at the end of it. What I could do so it clears the references, and then if we disconnect from so when we connect, we are attaching the SS to static. If we take the, or we overrode this function right here, and we have a player ref still within this blueprint. Whoops. Didn't mean to close that. So for now, let's get, I'm gonna set this, okay, let me make this print a string. And I'm gonna make this print a string called mount. And then I'm gonna make the color this color. Actually, let's just do this color. And then let's do this color, or not color, but this mount right here. I'll save. Just make sure this is working the way I need it to. This is ongoing. Wait. Let's do. Let's just put a do once here for each of these. Can't type. Do once. And then we'll have the reset be canceled. Okay. So if we go here, we hold R, mount, and then if we hold R again, we dismount. Okay. Our dismount just doesn't do anything, but we get our player reference. Because we don't clear it there, so let's just go here, get validated, validated get. So if this is valid, let's check this. Yep. This also needs to be in this inside this do once. So let's move this way. Put that there. Bring this up here. Disconnect that. Bring that there. And then let's move this all this way. And move this over here. Okay. So now. Whoops. I shouldn't have deleted that. It's fine. But we'll just grab it again here. So this is valid, then we want to detach from detaches a root component of this actor from any scene component it is currently attached to. And we'll set these all to keep world. Connect that. So now, then we need to change, go back here, because we connect interactable mesh. We need to basically do the opposite of this stuff. And then change the movement mode. And I think that's all we need to do. So put the collision back to block. And set this back to walking. Let's compile. Save all. So when we hold R, get our SSRef, and then we hold R again, we dismount. It's still there. So let me do this. And we say we move it like over here. Then we hit R. Perfect. Cool. So we got that. So now we just need to set up the AI for this to move to there. So it'll be on our button press. So we need a button to recall the saucer. So right now, bro, this is, I don't know, I'm really happy with myself because coding this is so much easier since like the last time I tried it. Because when I was first doing it, I just had code everywhere for like no reason. And then like now it's so simple as like just this. Like I actually know what I'm doing. So it's just like I just do this and it works. Like it works the way I intended to without like having to like troubleshoot and do all that code stuff. I mean, I still get my bugs. Every coder still gets their bugs here and there, but like it's just satisfying being able to know that like you know what you're doing basically. But yeah, that's just sitting there now. Now the question is, once if I do this, wait, hold on. Wait, can I not jump on top of this again? Might just be bad. Hold on. Let me check something. I can. But I'm not overlapping it again. Oh, we need to do something here as well. We need to change this to... We need to get our set interactable set is interactable true. So we should be able now to mount and dismount 100%. So say if I'm here and then I want to dismount, and then say I want to mount again, I hold it. So what I'm going to do is go back to static, and in my update movement mode, I know this is a mess, I haven't commented this out yet, but it works. I just need to do this, and I think that'll update the overlap for me, because we're changing that when we dismount. So let's mount. And then dismount. And then if we have to leave it and then come back to it in order for it to get those references again. Does this not? Hold on. I guess this doesn't. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. So we mount and dismount. It was updating the overlaps, but would we have to reset those references? Yeah, we would. Because is there... continuous. I'm just gonna do overlap. Wait, hold on. First of all, let me do this, and then go down here. On component begin overlap, end overlap, wake sleep, click to release. And let's go do static. Look at the capsule functions that we have. I wonder if there's a way to... I know there's a way to get the overlapping actors. The camera being there is goofy. Being where? Wait, what? What's up, Hunter? The camera being where? Hold on. Hang on. That's not what I meant to do. It should still work though. Hold on. So we mount, and we dismount. And then we have to, in order to get those references again, we have to do that. And we have to overlap it again. What camera are you talking about, Hunter? Like my face cam or what? I am confusion. So I know there's a way to get overlapping actors.
I gotta go get it. I'm making my bed and straight to the digits. No cup of jokers, that shit is acidic. So I take a shot with the lemon and ginger. Look in the mirror like
I just have to do that. I'm gonna look up real quick. I'm gonna look up if there's a way to update overlaps. I might just have to get the overlapping actors.
I can be chasing on these hoes. They getting they feeling and dragged down.
Which is fine. I just want to make sure I know all the options that are available to me before I start doing something, so I don't have to come back and redo it.
Niggas crash out, they some baby boys. I'm the man now. They was questioning, make them fans now. I'm the best in my league, and that's hands down. Understand now, got plans now, got big dreams. Nah, fuck that, got big schemes since 16s, hot 16s. I started broke, then I fixed things. Might been king, I been he. My bitch bad, my whip clean. I been hot, that's benzene. You been not, that's cold stream. That's cold things, that's cold things. I'm motivated like Kobe. These motherfuckers don't know me. It's my time, check. I rise and I wake and I gotta go get it. I'm making my bed and it's straight to the digits. No cup of jokers, that shit is acidic. So I take a shot with the lemon and ginger. Look in the mirror like, yeah, I'm the nigga. Look in the mirror like, damn it, I'm fitted. Looking outside like the world is all mine. Look in the mirror like, nigga, go get it. I gotta get to the scene, oh. I gotta get to the bag now. I can't be chasing on these hoes. They getting they feeling and dragged down. That's why these niggas just crash out. Stuck in the cell and it's man down. Life getting gone in a flash now. Fuck it in and I'ma stand out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it this way because it's a lot easier. So let me turn this back on. No, when you zoomed out, there's a blue camera floating. Oh, right here? This one? Yeah, this is the player's camera right here. They just give it like a 3D like asset so that you can see it like in the world, I guess, for reference. But yeah. Okay. All right, so making good progress. So we just need to get, when we dismount, we need to get, wait, no. Yeah. Get overlapping actors. And then we can do the direct BP static because that's the player character, so it doesn't really matter. And then should be only one get a copy. See, I don't know. See, like, it's good to build systems just in case like there's more than one or like there's multiple at a time, stuff like different things like that. But I don't know for now because this project is really small. I'm just gonna keep this like this, and if I need to update it later, I can. I know this not the best way to go about it, but if I was in the studio, I'd do it differently. So get actors, get overlapping actors, and then this one I would just set enter. Can I not? Oh, it's just an actor reference. Let's do BP. Instead of BP static, let's do BP character base. So that way we get a character. Optional, if set only returns actors in this class for subclass. Actor array, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me go back. I just have to go in and cast this. Actually, I already have the player reference. So if I take the player ref, and if these two are equal, to each other, then I can just do a branch. And then I can set in, wait, I can get this and then set interact door ref. And then set this to true. I'll duplicate this so it's not connected. Interactor ref. So if these are the same, set interactor ref to this. And then let me duplicate this again, and then set interactable ref. Wait, is this a? Yeah, this is BP static. It's this one, and then interactable. Do this. So now we're just resetting. This is just resetting those references when we're done dismounting. So if we hold R, we mount, we fly around a bit, and then we press R again, and we have those references again. Yeah, that's what we like to see. So if we jump back on, yes sir, and then we hold R again. Is that broken? That is broken. Okay, so we can't mount again after that. You set interactable to true. So let's go back to static, and then let's go back to abilities. And let's do this. So we're setting interactable ref here. I don't think we ever, we never changed this about the player here. Can we do it here? Well, let's see if that's where it's stopping. Actually, let me go shift save. Hold F. Or that's fine. And then we hold R to dismount. Then we hold R again. Oh, it's just making us. Hold on. Can we do that again? So R, move a little bit, and then say we dismount. Does that? This is on the wrong thing. That's why. It's also not setting us to the right. Yeah, this should be completed. Oh, let's do a sequence here, and then do completed here, and then reset here. Okay, so that'll work fine, but we still have the SS ref. And then this goes through this right here. And I still have SSRef, right? So let me check this. Actually, I need to stop doing that. Explosive save. Boom. And then so we hold R, activate it, and we hold R again. And we still have, yeah, so if those are the same thing, then we will mount, then we will do player interact. This is gonna look jumbled at first. Let me move this over here. Let me do this. Move this over here. And then, so we're going to check if we're gonna get this, and then if this is equal to if this one right here is equal to if it's false, then do nothing. No, if it's false, then dismount. And if it's true, then mount. So the first time this goes through, we'll mount here and we'll print that. And the second time this goes through, we will go here, or go here, and the interactable ref, and this ref will be false, so we'll dismount. And then the next time we go through, so this should work. This should work properly. If I hold R, then we clear our references. So if I hold R again, we'll dismount, and we'll get those references back. And if I hold R again, then we'll mount again. I did it, guys. I did it. Let's go. We love to see it. We love to see it. Okay. So that's all set up. So now we need, I do have. I need to look at my keybinds. Drop SS. So I need to be aiming. So basically I was gonna, yo Armand, what's up, bro? Just in time. Good to see you. Good to see you. I actually got a question for you. So the SS, I got it so you can mount and dismount. And it's really, I set it up really like easily and quickly, but I do have a question for you guys. So I was gonna have a recall feature, basically like the axe, like no matter, there's gonna be a certain range. So like if you have an active SS like floating in the air, like you're holding it in the air, but you like go away from it, like you run away from it, at a certain distance it'll drop like to the ground wherever you left it, but within a certain range, and there'll be like an indicator, but within a certain range you can call it back to you and it'll fly back to you. But I'm guessing, or I guess I need to check like if the player is in combat or not. Because if the player is, wait, can you take back a message? Hello? What? Okay. But yeah, if the player, I can detect if the player's in combat, and if the player is in combat, then whenever you call back the saucer, it can just knock over the enemy. Like, would you rather be in control of whether the saucer knocks over the enemy, or would you want it to always knock over the enemy if you call it to you? Question mark? Armand, did you hear me? Or Hunter, if you heard me. I have a question. Because I don't know if you, so if you're using if you have a saucer that's active, then you can call it back to you like Kratos' axe. But if you can do that, I was gonna have it a function where you can trip enemies when it comes back to you. So would you want to have control, no control? If I can rely on knowing it'll hit the enemy, I think it would influence positioning in combat. It'd be cool. What's the saucer's recall button? I want to tie it to square, I mean not square, to B or to circle basically. So I think like I'm gonna have it, if you're not, so right now the way it works is if you hold, hold on, let me pull the microphone. If you hold B right now, then you mount it if you're standing on top of it, and then if you hold it again, you dismount. I could have it so that if you hold R while your saucer's active, then is right now the player has a reference to this saucer, has a reference to the player, and the player has a reference to the saucer. So I could have a variable in the saucer like is active or not. Because it's interactable and active is two different things. I think I forget if I had the option. Forget what? Forget that you can call it back if you had the option. I'm gonna have, there's the controls for this game is gonna be really complex, so I'm gonna have like an overlay feature or feature of like all the, I didn't mean to do that, of all the controls that you can do at a given time, like on the right side of the screen. And you can toggle that on and off in the settings. So like if you're in combat and you have an active saucer, then there will be like a button on the right side, like it'll be like hold this button, and it'll be like recall saucer to make it hit enemies on the way back. I think I'd forget if I had the option. If I had the option to make it hit enemies on the way back. Oh, you forget that you did have that option? Instead of recall saucer, I could make it say trip enemies. Because it'll focus on whatever enemies in front of you. Right now I'm just gonna have it detect the only one that's there. Have it move to that location. But it's gonna be like whatever, there's gonna be a soft lock feature basically where you the camera kind of points to whatever, like softly points to whatever you're trying to attack. But they'll also have a hard lock feature. So if you're hard locked on the enemy, it'll just zoom to that enemy. I wouldn't forget because it'd be cool. Thanks, Hunter. So yeah, I think if I have a saucer active, and so basically, yeah, if I have, or if I hold B, then I'll mount it, and then I'll dismount it right here. So if I have a saucer active, basically, what I'll do is, I'll have you hold B to recall it. Okay, question though. So could you wait? So you could hit enemies while not recalling? Wait, what do you mean? Like you'll be able to you'll be able to do whatever you want. So like, say you're like over here, you're fighting this dude right here, like you're just punching him, right? But like you're fighting this dude, and you want to recall your saucer to like trip him up, you would just hold B. I need to change that. But if you hold B, you can trip the enemies while you're fighting. And then so the question I have is like, when the saucer gets to you, would you want it to, would you want to automatically mount it, like hop real quick and mount it and then be able to fly around? Or would you want it to stop in front of you and you can do what you want? Let me fix. Yeah. Would you want to? So when you recall the saucer, do you want to automatically mount it, or do you want it to stop in front of you and then you can decide to do with it what you want? What? Oh, Armand's calling me, guys. What's good, bro?
So, I think it should upgrade or something. I feel like in the vein of it being like God of War, whenever you press triangle, the axe will always come to your hand. Button, right?
Yeah.
I think if you had an upgrade that said if you recall and then jump, then the saucer will go under. Like it'll miss him and trip him, so that you can just get it to shoot around you. So it's still the same button, but if you recall and don't jump, then he'll mount it no matter what.
Oh, so so like the player would be more in control of it. It wouldn't do it on its own. Like it wouldn't trip the enemy on its own. The player would just have to position themselves to trip
like
the
I know
enemy.
where the saucer is at, and jump if whoever's in front of me.
So it'll always. So you would have it like always recall behind Virgil.
Well, no, I mean not even behind you, the saucer in front of you.
Oh.
Then it'll like it'll fly whatever direction it's coming from if you jump.
Right.
Recall.
Right. Okay. So,
Or we can recall purposely, like if you want to trigger a specific animation, like if you're in the air or something, you press recall. If you're really on that like nuanced control, you could just, because you're already in the air, you can't jump. If you make static press attack, the saucer.
yeah. So I was gonna have like, so I have, right now I have the hexagon saucer, I have the OG saucer, I have the Mylar saucer. Wait, I have the OG, like the one I have right now in the game is the manhole cover, which is just like a random like item like you would find in the world sort of thing. Like it's not it doesn't have a accessibility is what I mean. So it's just like an object. But
a horse in Red Dead, because if in online, if your main horse dies, the game has a default horse that will get called until you heal your main horse.
okay. Word. So basically, yeah. So okay, I like that. And then like one of the saucers, I was gonna have its ability to like bounce between the enemies and like trip them all when you're fighting them. That was gonna be a super ability though. I was probably gonna give that to the OG saucer, like the saucer that goes with this suit. I was gonna give that because like each one is gonna have their own like super ability. But yeah. Okay. So I'm just calling the saucer back to me. And if I wanted to, I feel like,
well, it can trip whoever you're locked on to.
Yeah, but like, so if you were Virgil and you wanted to trip an enemy, like if you wanted to trip an enemy, I get what you're saying. It does give the player more agency, but if you wanted to trip the enemy, you would just make the saucer trip the enemy instead of calling it back to you and like positioning yourself. You can move it wherever you want. That's why I feel like it would make sense for the saucer to just do it on its own. Because like if you think about it, like he's not actually connected to the thing or to the saucer, like physically with his hand. He's like controlling it that way. He's mentally connected to it, so he's like holding it in place basically. And if he's bringing it to him to trip the enemy, then I was just gonna have it be an automatic thing to where it just trips the enemy first and then comes to him. Because he wouldn't
in front of him and then goes to him.
Yeah, because if it just came to Virgil, like it would make it seem like he has limited control, or like he can move it wherever he wants. Like unless it's like an attraction feature.
That's what I thought it was.
Because the grabbing mechanic is like, if you grab something and if you let it go and it still has the outline on it, like you're all you're doing is holding it in place and you can't manipulate it. But it could be like a magnetism thing where you can attract it to you. And if you do that with a saucer, you can just trip enemies. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. Word. Okay, thanks, bro. You all right? Hold on, I'll mute myself. One sec, guys. All right, my bad, guys. Okay, let's get back to it. So basically, like, yeah, so he was thinking of basically making it like an attraction feature, like instead of him controlling the saucer to trip the enemy. Is like the way I have it in here is if you grab, I think you guys already heard me say this, but I'm just gonna do it again to clarify. Basically, like if I go over here and I say I grab this cube and it's in the air, right? And then I let it go, but I'm holding it in place. I can't manipulate anything about it until I attach to it again with the electricity. So what I'm thinking is, it's the same thing with the saucer. Like the only thing you can do with those things is just attract them to you. So like it'll just find a path directly to you. And if you're lined up with the enemy, then and then it'll trip them. So that's actually a lot easier to code in. First off, I need to code in. So I need to look at. Let me bring this to my second screen and then show you guys. So right now, if we say, if I hold R right now, it does the mount feature. So I think that's fine. Actually, yeah, I think that's fine because then it'll stop. Let me check this. If I hold the R here, it'll just reset my interact. So it won't actually mount. Okay. It'll just say mount. It's not actually mounting, trying to mount anything though. So if that's the case, then we just need to make this actor have AI and have it come to the player. Okay. So I'm pretty sure enemies. Let's go actors and then go static saucers. So in here, I'm gonna create a folder, call it AI. Because I wanted to navigate. Well, if it doesn't, actually, never mind. It wouldn't have AI. It would just go, like, it would just keep going until it bumps into something. Because it's an attraction thing. But like, would it like, so let me do this. See, when okay, so say I'm going to grab something. Say I grab this right here. And then I do like this. And it's like the thing is over there, right? But if I like go, like if I move a certain distance, it pulls back to me. So what I think I could do is like have another constraint at my feet. Because this is done using physics constraints. And then like I could just have the constraint be locked and then unlock the constraint and it'll like it'll just pull the saucer to me. Whoa. Yeah, I forgot I could do this. Check this out, guys. Bah. Wait. Bah. Wait. Hold on. Oh, let me oh, look. Bro, he's flying. Wait, hold on. Hey, let me see if this made any errors. And it doesn't. That's perfect. I don't think he has the interact tag, so I think it's fine. Oops. Let me do this. So if I grab this from like over here. But yeah, if I wanted to like hit him with a saucer, I would just do like that. Like that. I feel like, see, the thing about this is like, if you did this, it would be like, he could like really just kill this dude if he wanted to. And I feel like that's not realistic. I know Spider-Man kind of does that. Where, hold on. Dude, I could like throw him around. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is the kind of stuff you could do with static. So like, say I had instead of like this being a guy, say it's like a car, basically, and like, or like some kind of rubble, and I need to lift it up. So I would take a piece of metal and I would just like levitate it like this to lift up the rubble and like let people out of situations. Which in Spider-Man is a QTE, but in this game it would just be a normal thing. He's gone. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. I broke it. Okay. But yeah. Okay, so what would I need to, so I would just need to be able to, I don't want to show my email and stuff. Okay, let me move this back over here, and then let's go to abilities. So we would need to, what we need to do, I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get some chocolate milk. need a little break or some water. I ran out of water, but I'll be right back.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast racking up the flame out. So high, I might never come down, so what, this is my lifestyle. so that's why
I think you guys yeah, I think you guys are still hearing me. I forgot to mute.
had a real
One
late
sec.
night, woke up with my head spinning out Nashville. It's
Okay.
not real. I need sunglasses, I need that. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Get the fuck up out my face. Money tucked inside the safe.
I muted myself and that's my bad, guys. That's my bad, guys. I forgot to. I've been sitting here talking for like 5 minutes. That's my bad. My bad. Okay, so basically the way I grab things, okay, so I'm gonna try something really quickly. If I go to SS parent and I go to the blocks collision, if I go to on component hit and I just print string, so if I do this, oh, it wouldn't be that, it would be the interactable mesh. Hold on. Interactable mesh, on component hit, print string. Oops. An event is called when a component hits or is hit by something solid. This could happen due to things like character movement, using set location with sweep enabled, or physics simulation, or events when objects overlap. While getting to trigger, see overlap event. Note for collisions during physics simulation to generate hit events, simulation generate. Oh. I probably forgot the term. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now when I do this, so whenever it, hold on. So let me do this. SS parent delay. Let's do, yeah, 0.2 second delay is fine. And then just get a do once. And then let's do that. So let me do this. Yeah, we get a signal when we do that. So let me not. So whenever it's making contact with the thing, it'll detect what it is. So we would have to enable, if we enable physics for excuse me. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add in the same kind of physics constraint that's here, I'm gonna add it in there. So that after we overlap, so I'm gonna copy this. Actually, I'm gonna copy these. And then I'm gonna copy, or I'm gonna paste them here. And then I'm gonna call this one hold in place. And then physics constraint. Excuse me. And then on event begin play, actually on construction script, I'm going to get this and then set constrained components here. And then component 1 will be, hold on, let me go back to my grab functionality. Pretty sure the first one is physics constraint. No, wait. And then component 1 is the grab object slot, and component 2 is what you're attaching that slot to. Okay. I don't think this order might not matter, but I just want to make sure. So hold in place. So you're gonna make the physics constraint hold in place the interactable mesh. And then just to test this out right now, I'm going to wait. I'm just save all. And then I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna delete the sides for now because I don't think we need them. What is that? What is that blue thing right there? I don't know what that is. And the child. Let's just do it here. That simulate physics, because I know we can't do it because we do it in the event graph. Why is my music not playing? We do it over, or do we? No, we just changed the collision. Yeah, just being constrained to that place. But does it have to have compile this, and then simulate physics works. So let's get the interactable mesh, and then Hello? Wait, what? Are you simulating physics now? Wait, what? Why is it? Okay. I don't know why it's... I don't know why it's simulating physics right now. It said to simulate physics when we grab it, but there's no... That simulate physics. A physics constraint. String components. That simulate physics. I'm trying to connect that. Because it shouldn't be doing that. Let me delete this. See? I guess it's just a weird, like, but it does give a signal whenever I bump up against it. So I guess we don't need the physics constraint at all in this. I thought it had to simulate physics in order to get the hit, but it doesn't. So we could just lerp the location of the and then go here, delete these, I'll save. Yeah. So yeah. I just want to make sure. Yeah, I only deleted what I needed to. And then here, we might just be able to use, let's delete this and delete this for now and save. So when this hits something solid, so the player counts for this, so the enemy will count for this as well. Because if I do this, and then I do wait, it's not. Oh, it's not. I deleted the print string. I'm stupid. Okay. Yep. So we get that. And then we also should get it when we walk on it. Yep. So we just need to go here so that when we interact, so the okay. So let's move this. I'm gonna delete this for now. And we need a branch here to check if interactable ref, or actually not a branch. You need to check that this is, if this is valid, or if it's not valid. If this is not valid, then do this, but if it is valid, no. This isn't, wait, hold on. When this will be valid. So it'll come here, this will be valid, and then you should do whatever's here. Wait a minute. Let's just say dismount. Mount, dismount. And if I hold R again, dismount. Yeah. So this branch is going here. So this needs to be, you need to get if this is valid. So if interactable ref is valid, then do this. But if it's not valid, then we recall the saucer to us. So then we lerp or set timer by function name, and then this is going to be recall saucer. The question still stands whether I should have the saucer stop in front of you or no, I could do it. Yeah, I know what I could do. So basically I'll have it come to you and stop in front of you. And then if you jump, you'll mount it, but if you don't jump, then it'll just stay in front of you. But right now, what we're gonna do is set the time to 0.01, set it to looping, and once per frame, recall saucer, and then we're gonna promote this to a variable, call it TMR underscore recall saucer. And then we'll make a new function called recall saucer, and then this will get, so held item slots, having this be an array of actors map is the same thing as an array. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's go back and then let's grab this. Whoops. And let's go here. So if this is valid, this is just a double check. Then we want to interp to vector interp to and then we will get actor location. And then we'll split this struct pin. Oops. How do we stop? Oh, there. Split struct spin, and then so this would go to current X and current Y, and then we would get the player location, or no, we would get a location in front of the player. And we could just check if this location is okay. So let's split this struct pin, and then get actor location, and then split the struct pin. I won't have it be like, I'll have it be like level with the ground for now. Obviously we'll add in code, we can add in code later that will blurb it down to well, will it? No, because if the software is above you and it summons attracts the software to you, it would do the Z version too, or the Z part of it too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna go to this asset right here. Wait a minute, what was that? Oh, hand outline. And then I'm gonna go here to the root, and then I'm going to add a socket and call it SS recall socket. And then I'm going to add a preview mesh, make it the SS manhole cover, and then I'm just gonna move this to where I want it to be. Oops. Dang it. Do 75. Actually, just do 80. And then do 20. And then so here we'll get our mesh, and then we'll get socket location, and then we'll go here, copy selected sockets, oops. And then split, well actually, yeah. And combine, and then instead of vector 2D, this should just be vector interp to plug that in there, and then world delta seconds, plug this into there, and interp speed we'll do 5 for now, and then let's duplicate this. Set actor location. And then what we'll do is turn on sweep so that we get the hit results. And then we'll make a branch here. And then need to check if this location, this is a function, so I could do this. Make this a vector and then call this L underscore SS location, and then make another one, call this L underscore player location, and I'll put this above, and then wherever we call this function we could just plug these in there. Let me do that, and then L SS location, L player location, and then duplicate these, and then player location, no, and let's do oh no, it would be the distance between these. Distance vector. This isn't the player location, this is the exact location we wanted to. So we don't need this part actually. We just need this. Actually, let me okay. This should be all we need because we set up the location, so we don't have to check for save all. So what we want to do is mount, and then once you dismount, oh, hang on, let's go to abilities. That's turning this on. We need to know when this turns off, or when it turns off as well. I need to look at how it's doing this. Right here. So if I hit, hold on. Right. And I hold R. It's going to this because it's immediately not valid. I want you to be able to interact with other things while you're on the saucer. So this isn't the proper check to oh, I can check if and see if the player's flying or not. And get equal to enum. So I'm gonna do a branch. So if this is equal to hold on, let me do this. Bring this over here. We can close this down. So if we are walking, because this is the movement mode itself. So if we're walking, it'll go here. And it needs to go to here. And then this dismount needs to go to the false. Case right here. And then this needs to go there. So basically, if we're walking, then we'll either mount here or we'll call it to us. Or we'll either, if we're flying, then we'll just dismount. And then in here, we need to go to recall saucer. We need to do a branch. And I could do the code in here actually, instead of in the SS saucer. When we do this sweep hit result. That way we can have all the damage being dealt within the player. I can send a signal to the combat component, which holds all my damage outputs, or my damage values. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So true. Okay. So is this, if this is equal to copy. What? So we need to check if this is equal to equal, let's do equal exactly. Do this. Then we need to take this timer and clear and invalidate it. So we're riding, and then we're flying, and then we hold R to dismount. When we walk away from it, then we hold R. Oh, that's way too slow. Should be like 50 maybe then. I shouldn't do that. It should set that one time. It's like a little, like it's following me, bro. Bro, stop following me. All right. So this needs to be 500. Oh, it's doing it in centimeters. That's why. I forgot. And we hit F or hold R and recalls it. So we got that part going. So now all we need to do is activate this, do this, and then so what we need to do for this to work properly is we need to, so we have the saucer coming back to us, which is good. One thing we need to fix is this input needs to be once. So we'll make a variable, call it location. Well, no, that doesn't really make sense because he would be pulling it towards him. And then I can evaluate, I can make a front one and a back one, and whichever one's closer, we'll just do that one. Because he's pulling it towards him through magnetism versus electromagnetic field. So this is right. So yeah, this is right. We just need, so I'm gonna do a branch. So let me move these over. Actually, I don't need a branch. I just need the hit result. And let's break this. Break hit result. And then the hit actor. We need to maybe just cast to base character, EP character base, right? And then we can just do that. And the character that we get, we can get AC, BP, combat, and then only the enemies. Oh, so static would only be able to trip the enemies, so I feel like I shouldn't put it in the combat component. I should put it in the actual character itself. But I want to compartmentalize. Could use an event dispatcher. So the event dispatchers, so the event dispatcher that I have now, where I want to call, where I want the event to be. So let me add an event dispatcher and call it trip enemy. The closer I get to you, the more you make me cry. And then we will just
Look, we tastemakers, groundbreakers, we crown shakers. Moved aside the margin, we're writing, that's how we found paper. Hustle nature, since we was riding back on the scooter razors. Had no stable footage since then, I've been an earthquaker. Brown sugar and cinnamon, don't think that I'm the greatest, I just settle for the synonyms. Hey, they wonder what's got it into him. I took a couple losses, I'm trying to win again and win again and win again. I ain't taking
I'm not gonna use an event dispatcher. I'm just gonna make another BPI or blueprint interface, because this is like a one-time thing, and it's not multiple different. It could be multiple different enemies, but that's, I don't know. I'll think about that later. For now, I'm just gonna make a new a BPI. So let's go blueprint class. No, let's go here and go to blueprint, and then blueprint interface, and then call this BPI underscore combat. Sticking to the basics got me looking for a new glue, looking for a new crew, looking for, and then we will make a new function and call it trip enemy. And then we'll compile and save, and then we'll go to our character base, characters, character base, and go to class settings and go to implemented interfaces, and we'll do looking at the blessings I've been counting. The world been moving crazy all around me. I was hiding in my feelings. BPI combat, compile, save, and then we'll compile this and save, and then we'll get a message. Trip enemy, it needs to be the message version, message, and then send this to here, compile, and then in test enemy we need to go to the event graph, and then need to get this. So on trip enemy, we'll get a do once And then I think we just need to set the capsule to overlap the saucer. So we need to look at the interactable mesh, and then this is block all dynamic. So what if we don't worry about the collision there, we worry about the collision in here? So we need to get this, and then hold on, let me delete this. And then let me go back to abilities. So when we recall the saucer, we don't have the interactable ref, but we do have this. So need to get this, and then how long have I been streaming for? Almost 3 hours. Okay. The component has a tag. Hold on. The interactive move mesh. Grab mesh. And this needs to be after the fact, after we do this part. So, and then we get a copy, and then do it is valid, and then we set collision, response to channel. Ignore, no, overlap. And then compile, and then let's go here, or let's go back to our test enemy and just do a print string, and then let's test this out. So if we go here, oops, and then hold R, and then we press, line ourselves up, and we'll hold R. print string here, and then get this. See if we're getting anything. We hold R, we mount it, dismount, then we come here and we recall it. Ooh. That should print a screen, print a string. That means that this part isn't working. Which it should be. Yeah, it should be. Oops. Right. Yeah. Okay. Let me move that over there. And then let's move this from oh. So let's go back to SS parent and then let's go to interactable mesh and then on component hit pass to BP character base and then other other actor. And then we're gonna get interactable mesh. And then set collision response. New channel on overlap. And then compile. Oops. And then let me do that. Move you over here. Get rid of this part and this part. And this part and this part. Actually, just get rid of all of that. And move this over here. I need to make sure this works as well. Goes to save, hit play. So if we So we get stuck to active here. Interactable mesh. So let's print string here. When we dismount, we tell the interactive arrest to block all. I'm telling it to sweep. Whether sweep to destination locations triggering overlaps along the way and stopping short if blocked by something. Only the root component is swept and checked for blocking collisions. Child components move without sweeping. If collision is off, this has no effect. So So let me do this instead. Well, actually, this would be in here. So we would get this. That response. I'm sure this is send a okay. So let's go to BP tools. We have dismount. This needs to be dismount SS. Recall. And this is called here. Set would be set collision response to channel on overlap. And then this would be BP enemy. I would get the capsule. Right. Let me go to capsule. And then one component. You get an overlap. That should be it. And then we just need to go to character, mixable animation, animations. And then fixed. I'm gonna go to this. And then we need to go, actually this one. The thing is, if we allow for root motion, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to delete this, and I'm gonna do duplicate this, and then I'm gonna fix this to so that when we here is where we want it to start, basically. So we can delete the frames before this, and then here we'll take the root and then the location. And set it to 0. And then add a key. And then turn on root motion. Does that break it? I'm gonna see what this looks like. And then we'll create a anim montage. Just call it that for now. We'll save. Then we need to go to here. and put in the right montage, and then compile, save. So now when we call this back, we did it, guys. We did it, guys. Oh man, it's done. Done. Ah. I gotta make sure. So when we call it back, so we press R, he trips and it stops there. So the last thing I want to add before I end the stream is let me go to my actors, static saucers, parent. That's not in here, it's in static. So static. So let's go here to static, edit BP static. Oh man. Okay, so here we need to send another message to so I'll go back to abilities and this message right here. And we'll send this message here. And then we can change this to the parent interactable. We can set this to a flip-flop. So that like when it flips back and forth, it'll basically, when it passes through the enemy, when it doesn't, it'll flip the collision back on and off. Well, no, it's only ignoring pawn. It's only overlapping pawns. So I think this is fine how it is. We just need, at the end, we needed to either come to the front of us or the back of us, depending on where we are. And then when it's done, yeah, so we can put this on the flip-flop. And then, yeah, I was right. I was overthinking it. And then set that back to block and compile. So okay, so this is the final test for today, and then after this I'm probably gonna call it stream, but I wanted to get this done. I think it's really cool. So we are gonna hold down R to mount, and we can fly around and stuff and make sure this is still lined up the enemy. So we can hold R to this mount and we can walk off of it, and then when we recall, the saucer trips the enemy, and then we're able to walk back on, hold R, and we will reattach to the saucer. And we can do it again too. Hold on. It doesn't deal any damage, and he doesn't have the proper animations right now, but that's just a test, and it works all properly. I know the outline isn't there, or the outline for the saucer isn't there currently, But that's because it's not broken. I changed some of the variables in the actual like material itself, so I have to change those back because static search parameters can't be changed mid gameplay, so I have to change it back to alert. It is indeed. What is indeed, Hunter? What do you think, Hunter? Do you like it or not? I know the animation doesn't really match like the actual action itself, but in terms of like the functionality, what do you think? And it's all the same button. The mount, dismount, and recall it back to you. Well, you just hold the button and then you can just hop back on. And then I'll make it so that like when it enters or like when it's coming back to me, if you jump, you'll auto attach to it and you can start flying again. And then you can aim and like shoot projectiles at him and stuff like that. And then like if you're in a building, it all depends like on staging and all that stuff. Oh, it was cool, I meant. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Hunter. But yeah, we did it. It took a little minute, but we got there in the end, so that's all that matters, I feel like. I don't know. I feel like I could definitely work at a studio soon. I feel like I could work as a junior, like doing something. Like I know so much stuff, and I was looking at jobs the other day, and there's a lot of technical art jobs. I like technical art, don't get me wrong, but it's probably like out of my 3 skill sets, it's probably my least favorite. But I know there's a lot of technical artists, or a lot of studios need technical artists. But I'm definitely gonna be trying to like look at getting hired as a either tech art, asset artist, or gameplay programmer as a junior. I'm gonna apply for some higher level jobs as well, but yeah, I think I could definitely do it. We'll see how it turns out, but so far, I mean, like I feel like I can pretty much make whatever I want in games now. Like I can program it, at least in Unreal Engine I can. So I think that like being able to make something and make it functional, that's all you really need, right? Well, and efficient as well in terms of like coding and everything, but I feel like I've done that pretty well. But yeah, all right, that's gonna be the stream today, guys, or the stream for today, guys. So today we set up the mount and the dismount for the saucer, and we also set up the trip enemy feature and also the recall feature for the static saucer. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see next, and I'll make it happen. Yeah, you guys stay safe and peace out.